Captain's log. What
Yeah, yeah. We just shoot the shit. You can, have some fun.
You don't want that.
We got you on right now on Facebook Live.
No. Let them roll. They don't want me.
They do want you.
I'll call you. I'll call you when they need me. I didn't even know I had my phone with me.
You told me. We almost turned around and go get it.
I so don't use my phone at all because no one ever. I do all the texting, not whatever they call it, communication.
Yeah, I texted you and called you and sent you the hotel information.
No, I'm talking about.
And you didn't return the calls or the texts.
No. What I'm talking about is other than that, because it's like when I'm on when I used to do Letterman, I go for this 4 minutes or whatever it is. I am the face of the network.
That's right.
As much as they hate to admit it, it's all me now. And that's the deal. But yeah, so got my picks in here.
So if you were wanting to do some TV right now, what would you try to do?
I think I would be part of it, like Two Broke Girls.
Oh yeah, that's a good show, right?
It was canceled out, but Two Broke Girls, like the Garrett Morris part, it's perfect for me.
That is
just perfect. I mean, that would have been unbelievable. Or be a spokesman for a show, or like Cedric is a spokesman for Arby's. Yeah. I would love to do that. I don't think anybody would ever trust me with a show. Not to say I couldn't do it, but I'm not one of those guys. But just to be on a show for a couple of years would be great. But I don't have the gas. A friend of mine would have to get a show and then say, who's on the show with me? Jimmie Walker.
Jimmie Walker.
That's it. I mean, somebody would have to just say, I don't care what you say. Because I've never worked for anybody that didn't have serious gas to say, no, you guys are wrong. He's on the show. That's it.
Yeah.
When I worked for Norman Lear, the network went, who? Jimmie Walker's comedian. Really? No. Norman says, I'm Norman Lear. He's on the show. Or when I did the George Lopez show or the Chris Rock show, they said, who you booking? JJ? No. And they went, what does it say? It says George Lopez show.
So
Jimmie Walker's on.
George called you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris Rock. When I did the Chris Rock show, they went, really? No. He says, oh, yes. He's on the show.
It's like when I call you.
You never call me.
I call.
But it was like that reluctant, we got like a Tuesday.
That's not true. This is a good week.
Anyway.
This is in season in Florida.
Anyway, as I was saying. But, no, I mean, I get it. I'm not arguing with you. I'm not saying, oh, you're a bad guy for doing that. It's business.
Yeah.
It's business. And I always say this, it doesn't matter, your friend Mark will tell you, how a guy does on stage. It matters how a guy does with the seats.
That's right.
You can have a guy that folds hangers, and if he's doing 500 seats, he's booked. He's
true.
in.
And it doesn't matter how funny you are.
That's what I'm saying. I said this to my friends last night. I said, there's probably 200 great comics out here that will never be at a Captain Brien's or never work for Mark or never do anything like that because they can't put any asses in the seats. That I got like literally 100 guys that could come in here and destroy, but they will be destroying to seats.
Empty ones. I think our business goes in waves. Like we'll bring in big names and pack the place, and then you bring in guys who are super funny, who you want those people to either be exposed to the club, or you want those people to get just an outstanding show and tell their friends, and then the next time they see a big name, then they come out again and buy a ticket.
It doesn't. And I tell this to guys who say, I went to that club, and I said, it doesn't matter if you kill. It doesn't matter. It just, you have to be able to put some asses in the seats. And if you don't, it doesn't matter. That's why I call myself a paper lion. Because you go, oh, Jimmie Walker, he's a legend. It's not a legend because you don't have any asses in the seats, so it doesn't help you. You don't care. You need asses.
I mean, you can't make money and take it to
Right.
the bank and
I'm
say, I
saying-
want to pay my rent.
A legend. I
Yeah.
get it. I get it.
You know?
I get it. 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 That's why at this stage, me and my secretary were talking. We're just saying, maybe God, and it's always been that way. And even when he said, they were stunned. They go, well, you never had an agent or a manager or
Right.
anything? Nobody. Ever. No.
Agents and managers, though, I think are overrated.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No. I think if I had a management team of...
I definitely know publicists are overrated. They don't do anything.
They're okay.
They do very little for very few people.
If I had a management team of, say, CAA and Dave Becky,
Yeah.
I would be in a different spot. I'd be in a much different spot.
Okay.
If I had a guy like Chris Smith in my favor, who used to be on my team, not
Yeah.
when he was with Spotlight, it would make a difference. I saw it when I booked Tom Arnold.
Yeah.
And the way that they fucking
Right.
bogarted that situation.
Right.
And that, it makes, you don't like to admit it. You hate to admit it. You want to believe, gee, I'm really good. And this, you need that fucking hammer in there that's going to come in and go, I will fucking come down there and I will fucking kill you myself.
Yeah.
And it's the kind of thing when people go, I want to book this guy, like John Mulaney.
Yeah.
John Mulaney, no one knows him here. But John Mulaney works, makes a lot of fucking money because management. I'm not saying that he's bad or anything like that. I'm not saying he's horrible. Nothing against John Mulaney. But because he has a fucking monster management team, you're going to listen. Mm-hmm. And they're going to be able to sucker guys like you in, and you're waiting. And, you'll hear, he's doing this and he's doing that and and you go, all right, I'll take a, and I'm not saying.
But we hear that every day, 10 times a day. You got to book this guy. He's coming up. He's going to be huge.
But what I'm saying is, because of his management team, he's getting a shot.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm not saying that he's bad. Don't get me wrong. John Mulaney, don't think I'm saying anything bad against you. But you get a good management team. I mean, they will push the Broadway play that collapsed. They'll push the 2 shows he has on Netflix. They'll get guys like yourself, veterans. And you just go, all right. Well, I'll put it to you this way. A guy like Harlan Williams.
Right.
They fucking pushed the shit out of Harlan Williams. You cannot be pushed any fucking harder than Harlan Williams. You cannot do it. You cannot fucking do it. They fucking went. He was the guy, other than Robin Williams, who had the most hype I have ever seen. And I love Harlan. Harlan is my man.
Yeah.
He's funny, Mr. Canada, wonderful, whatever. But I guarantee you, there was no asses here for Harlan.
Right.
And he made at least 5 to 7 times more than I made. I guarantee. You can bullshit all you want, but I know the fucking truth.
I did it once.
But I'm saying, I never did it. I never did it once. I never did it once.
Right. But I have your back almost every year.
But I'm saying, the asses are not commensurate with the salary.
Correct.
Thank you.
But
they will stand on it and say, you gotta pay them this.
I agree. And that's why I don't continue to book some of those acts.
But I'm saying that, where that comes from? Management.
Yeah.
Management's going to stand on their fucking head and say, this is the baddest motherfucker you cannot. He's got the Robo Man and whatever the hell else he's got. And he was in whatever the Dumb and Dumber, this and that. It's no buts.
But where is
you know
he
what?
Like,
he
what's
got
he
the
doing
money.
now?
He got the money.
Yeah.
The money is in his head. The money is in his fucking account.
But he has to save it because it's not.
Well, he saved it, but the money's in his account. That's all I'm saying. The money is there. Jimmie Walker never got the fucking money. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
And if you pull people over here and they would go, do you know JJ or do you know Harlan Williams? Who do you know?
Oh, they'll say JJ 9 out of 10 times.
Thank you. But JJ never got the fucking money.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's sometimes you're just in a bad fucking spot, and me and my secretary talk about. Sometimes you just have some bad breaks.
Yeah.
And it doesn't work in your favor. It doesn't work in your favor. Now, I'll put it this way. Mark's never going to book me at any one of his heliums. But would I hurt Mark if he brought me in on a Wednesday and Thursday? Would I hurt him?
No. I think it would be a good move.
But he wouldn't do it. That's all. I'm just being honest with you. That's all.
But
it's nothing.
It's not you, though. He doesn't book those acts.
I would say this. You look at his lineup, and you take the first 10 guys he has. Am I more well known than at least 7 of them?
First 10 guys as in what? The top 10 or the bottom 10?
No, of his lineup, of the people that come into the club.
If you look at 10 weeks in a row?
Right.
Yeah, you would, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. But if I had fucking Matt Blake or if I had Chris Smith,
right,
I'm in. He'll go, you gotta fucking do it. You gotta take a shot. It's not gonna cost you a lot of money. Give him this one fucking shot. Let's fucking do it. All right. And again, it goes back to the cheap trick thing.
Yeah.
I had a guy who was in there for me.
That's right, he pushed.
That's it. I had a guy who was in, and like I said, everybody that was involved went, you know what? Maybe we were wrong on this one.
Yeah. Maybe
we were fucking wrong on this one. And you need somebody somewhere. No guy comes in and sends you an email and says, hi, I'm Bill Smith. I'm a great comic. And he fucking gets in.
This is true.
But
I get 20 of those a day.
I'm saying. But I'm saying the guys who get in are guys who go, this is whomever, whatever fucking agency they are, and they fucking stand on you and stand on you and stand on you and go, you finally relent.
Probably.
You finally fucking relent. You go,
I do about 3 of those weekends a year.
Yeah, you go, yeah.
I do give in about 3 times, yes.
Jesus Christ, all right.
But one hand has to wash the other. It has to be
like, they'll pay you back.
I got to get like some kind of huge act that I would normally not.
Right, they'll give it to you.
You know, that plays some big venues.
And every time they'll bring it up to you too. Hey man, I fucking got you.
That's right.
Blah blah.
Exactly.
You go, oh, all right. Jesus.
On the other hand, you could also have those guys coming up that you test. They have a great show, and you like to bring them back every 12, 18 months, and then they go big time, and then they're like, yeah, we're not going to do your club anymore. Yeah, what about those guys?
There's not many of those.
There's enough of them.
There's enough that you get up. Every club owner has that. I have that at my man in El Paso with George Lopez, which he's the first guy to book fucking George Lopez, and now George Lopez won't come back. He was the first guy to book Gabriel Iglesias, and Gabriel Iglesias won't fucking come back. That's the, you know, the guy T.J. Miller. T.J. Miller worked my friend's club in Kansas City. He won't come back. So it's that kind of deal like that. I've seen that 1,000 fucking times.
Yeah.
But for the most part, you're the winner on those things. Occasionally, yeah, you do lose one. It happens.
Yeah.
But they lose one too. And I always tell the story of my friend Chris DePetter, who you probably know.
Yeah, I know Chris. I just talked to him the other day.
He hates me.
He does?
Yeah.
Why?
I have no idea. I've never done anything to anybody. And if you talk to Mark, he'll tell you, nah, I just don't like him. Chris DePetter will tell you the same thing. No, he's never done anything. He's a good guy, but no. But Chris DePetter and Joe and Ron DiNunzio, you know, I don't think you know DiNunzio.
No, I don't.
But DiNunzio used to run the Punchline in Atlanta, right?
Okay.
And they were partners, him and Chris DePetter. So one of the acts they had was Tim Allen.
Right.
So they split, and DiNunzio is running the club now. So Chris DePetter's trying to book Tim Allen to come back to the club. And they were partners. I mean, they know, he says, hey man, Tim Allen, you know, he's out of the business now. He's just going to do a couple of dates. He's bought a house in Michigan, and he wants to, he's got to make a mortgage payment. So can you just book him $500 for the week? He comes in, does whatever. And DiNunzio says, you know, just had him. It's all right. I mean, whatever. It's just, Tim, come on. It's just,
Right.
Nah, I can't fucking do it.
When I get those calls, though, I do it.
And he says, okay. So 6 months later, he goes, Tim's got to make a mortgage payment, man. Can you book him $600 for the week? And he'll come in and do this. First of all, I would never pay Tim Allen $600 fucking bucks for the week. Second of all, I don't know, whatever. He says, now after like 2 years, a year and a half, he brings him in, he does the week, fine, no problem, no harm, no foul. A year later, the show hits, okay? And all fucking hell breaks loose.
Right.
Everything just fucking unbelievable. He goes plays Constitution Hall. 1,750 people. Standing room fucking only.
Yeah.
Okay? So I see the nuncio. I said, hey, did you go to the Tim Allen thing? He said, yeah, I went. I said, how'd it go? He says, same shit he did here 3 years ago. Didn't change a fucking word. Standing ovation. He says, they could have saw it on Thursday night, 2 for $1, $2 beer night. They could have fucking seen the same shit. Not a fucking word change. Nothing.
That happens. Because he was very busy on camera instead of writing.
Yeah, well, whatever. If you can get on TV, you got to go through all the Hazarai. I mean, there's no reason I shouldn't be on there either. But, whatever. That's just the way it is. But no, I get it. I'm the most honest, realistic guy out here. And every time I come back, and I have people come last night who said, we saw you here when you were here like 9 years ago. It says, you changed your whole fucking act.
It's great.
But like I said, club owners, that's the difference between Helium with Mark, I got his name now, and the Improv, which is whatever the fuck, whatever the name of it is now.
Yeah.
And whereas you have that kind of club, which is a corporate club, okay? And as you know, nobody wants to lose money ever.
It's true.
But if they lose money, they can hang with it, okay? Whereas every club owner in America is a one-man fucking band.
Yeah.
And they can't, the losses they take are much more severe.
Correct.
Than whatever. So that's why I always say you need to be in a situation as an act that you can almost guarantee the guy that they won't lose money. If they at worst break even,
yeah,
and hopefully make a couple of coins or whatever. Like on my thing with all these 90 shows I'm doing, you're not going to lose money. You're not going to make a lot of money,
right?
But you're not going to lose money, and it's not going to kill you.
Yeah.
And you got your little PR bullshit out of it,
yeah.
And maybe when a real act comes in that people give a shit about.
We think you're a real act.
No, I can tell. You can tell there's certain clubs you play where they go, this is a real fucking deal.
Yeah.
And then there's certain acts where they go, I'm not sure about this. and you always, and you tell by watching the staff. The staff will tell you where you're at in that club because the owner spreads it to the staff. And you can tell the staff is like, this guy was around like 40 years ago or something. Like, I think my mom watched it, but I don't know what the fuck was going on here. Yeah, it isn't like if you bring in Sinbad where people go, whoa, wait a minute, hold on.
Yeah.
This is fucking serious here. Jimmie Walker's not a serious act to this club. It's like, well, okay.
but
it's nothing personal. Don't take it hard.
And it goes up and down, though. I mean, you have acts that are huge and then they're not huge, or they weren't huge and then they are huge. Mike.
Everybody will tell you that about almost everybody.
Yeah.
Not me, but almost everybody.
Yeah.
And it's that kind of deal. And you just go, okay, whatever. So you as an act, again, it doesn't mean you have to get over that. That's the biggest thing as an act you have to get over with. It
Right.
doesn't mean you're not funny.
Exactly.
It just means that the respect of an act is not in your fucking ballpark. You know what I mean? It's just not fucking happening. You know? So every night you have to go out, and you know what's strange to me, and you can see it with the staff, I look at them. The people who came up yesterday, and again, it's a paper lion thing, but the reverence that people come up with you, and they go, man, we fucking watched you,
Yeah.
we fucking loved you.
The first guy that saw you last night at the DJ booth was like, dude, I grew up watching you.
Whatever. But you can see the staff go, who is this guy? Who the fuck is this guy? And you can see them stick their heads from around the corner and go, that's some big fucking laughs. What the fuck is happening here? Who is this guy?
It was a killer show. Killer show.
I love that. And when you go, this to me is a typical kind of club where most people have no respect. They don't. It's not that they disrespect you. They just don't care. They, they see 6,000 comics and this is another fucking guy. And they go, Jesus, look at this fucking moron. No fucking comps for you, you prick.
No bumper or license plate, so he just stuck on a paper tag. You wonder why he drives like that.
You go, that's why you don't have any of that shit, pal.
Well, guys, you heard it here on the Captain's Log. Thank you, everyone, for checking us out. Tim, Kayla, Samantha, everybody, Bill.
That's
it's on
just
there.
his children.
Be good, guys. We're out. See you tonight.